Okay, so in this next lab, you'll start working with C. elegans worms and doing behavioral assays. This first lab is mostly practice where you will work with your lab mates to explore what chemicals C. elegans are attracted to or repulsed by to get you guys properly doing the experiments and the behavioral assays. But in this upcoming lab, you will also need to actually start your first choosy worm experiment by plating the bacteria for that first experiment. We need the bacteria to be plated in the lab before you actually do the experiment. They need time to grow. So what's going on with these choosy worm experiments? So first off, you get 3 lab periods to do choosy worm experiments. Each lab group has to come up with their own research question. So every lab group will likely be doing something different, using different worms, different bacteria, different experimental designs. And these 3 labs will be the basis for your research papers that you need to write this semester. So if you're able, it's really worth it to take the time now to think about what questions really interest you, or what bacteria strains do you want to explore, or what worm mutant strains are you really interested in, so that you can take what interests you and develop a research question around that you can build off of that research question each week to really develop a cohesive research plan so that you can, in your paper, tell a cohesive story about the work that you did. So it's worth it now to take some time and really carefully look over the Choosy Worm Lab Guide at the mutant worms, at the bacteria, do some further background research about those things if you like, and also think about the questions that you might be interested in asking for your research. Okay, because you'll want to be able to come into this next lab, have some things in mind that you can bring to your lab partners. You can all discuss them and decide upon a research direction that you want to go in. Because remember, it's all up to you. We're not going to tell you what experiments to do or what questions to look at. You're going to be the scientists, and you're going to decide all of that for yourselves. And the more prepared you are going into this lab, the easier it will be to develop a nice, solid research plan that will lend itself more easily to 3 nice labs where you get some good data so that you can really write your scientific research papers, which will follow the format of typical biological research papers.